and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to do the mid-year freakout tag because it's quite fun and I have a lot of books I have read and I want to talk about. So let's get into it. The first question is, what is the best book that you have read so far in 2020? Yeah, that's quite a loaded question, but I have to go with The Priory of the Orange Tree. This book is full of dragons, it has gay characters, it has an amazing magical system, and it is just plainly great and amazing, and I loved it. Second question, best sequel you have read so far? I have to go with The Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. This is the second book in the Red Rising trilogy. Roman Empire war in space. It is very Game of Thrones like, but very dystopian and very dramatic. I think this book is best described as dramatic, and I just enjoyed it a lot, and it kept me in and kept going, and I just bought the third book. I love it. Next question. A new release you haven't read but want to. I have 4. I will go quickly through them. Goldilocks by Laura Lamb. Feminist, women in space, going to a new planet. Cool. The City We Became by J.K. Nevins. And that one is about cities that have their own personalities. Felix Ever After. That book is about a trans teenager. It's supposed to be the greatest LGBT thing coming out this year, and I need to get to it. I didn't get to it yet, but I will. I promise. And the last book is Firewalkers by Adrian Tchaikovsky, and this is supposed to be a great book. I just know Adrian Tchaikovsky is the newest thing in the sci-fi community. Everybody loves his work, and I need to read something from him, and this is his newest book, so I pre-ordered it, but I didn't get it yet. That's why I didn't read it yet. Fourth question, most anticipated release for the second part of the year. So let me read to this. The first one is Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. So that's the author of Wilder Girls, and this book, I don't know what it's about. I just enjoyed Wilder Girls a lot, and I'm looking forward to a second book. Next book I'm looking forward to is Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Rash. First of all, Sarah is an amazing person on TikTok. If you don't follow her on TikTok, do it. She's amazing. And this book sounds like Percy Jackson, but in Hunger Games. I don't know. Sounds good. The book also I'm looking forward to is Architects of Memory, which I already got an arc from NetGalley, and I will read in next month because I need to. And that one is about a woman who has lost her husband and child and goes to space war and falls into a sapphic relationship, I think, and it's supposed to be cool. And the last book I'm looking very much forward to is To Sleep in the Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. I have waited 8 years for this. 8 years! This is his sci-fi book he has written for a long time, and I need this. I have waited so long. Yeah, that's it. Fifth question. Biggest disappointment this year? Doesn't it needs to be The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? So the newest Hunger Games book, I gave this 2.5 out of 5 stars. Didn't enjoy this much, especially after the 60% mark. I think a book that is supposed to be about character development has no character development, and that's my main issue. Please go watch my dedicated review of this lovely book. Biggest surprise. The Future of Another Timeline by Annalee Newitz. Punk feminist time travel, fighting patriarchy and misogyny through time. Do I need to say more? It's just plainly good. 5 out of 5 stars. Amazing. Seventh question. New favorite author? Well, I have to go with Shannon McGuire because I have read one book last year and I thought I need to read more. So I've read all the Wayward Children books that are out. I have read Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, who is actually Shannon McGuire, and I loved it. I gave all of those books above 4 stars. So I think Shannon McGuire is going to be one of my favorites. favorite authors long term. 8th question. Underrated gems you have discovered recently. So, the first one is the Binti trilogy. This is about a girl going to space university, about aliens who are Medusa and like tentacles. And it is very good and in depicting African culture. So good. And such a good sci-fi concept. I enjoyed it a lot. So check this out. I think this is great. If you are looking for something different in sci-fi, Binti. Yeah. Also, I think The Seep by Channa Porter is kind of underrated by the community as well. This is very hitting me in the feels. It is about a trans butch lesbian living in a society that was taken over by a benevolent parasite who makes everybody happy, and being sad is not accepted. But she loses her partner, her love of her life, and she wants to be sad, and she needs to be sad. And this is about her sadness and about the society who does not accept it anymore, and about what makes us human. And I think this book is so great. So this is underrated in my eyes. Also, Riot Baby is a fantasy sci-fi thing depicting historical points of the Black community in America and about the destructive power of the prison system, and it is all done by two siblings who have magical powers, and it is great, amazing. I have given that, I think, 4.25 out of 5 stars. I need to raise that. I think this book, if I reread this, it's gonna be one of my favorite things ever. Very hard-hitting, very serious, very packed, and amazing. And I have recently also picked up a graphic novel I was pleasantly surprised by. It is called Soon, and it is extremely unpopular. It has like 5 reviews on Goodreads. I found it on NetGalley, and this is a cli-fi post-climate catastrophe future, very strict, and this is about also the space race, and I think this is really good. Weird, but really good. So if you have NetGalley, pick it up. Rereads this year. So I have reread this year Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and The Hobbit. 5 out of 5 stars for both. I love them. The next question is newest fictional crush. I have recently read this book. So, Danica Fenrir. Yes. Hypaxia Anador, which is the witch queen in Crescent City. Yes, give me witch queens. Therion, which is also from this book. This is a very muscled merman who actually is quite a sweetheart, and I love him. From The Priory of the Orange Tree, Artulov Beck. Cinnamon roll of a human. I love him. But also I love Iad Ursiader, which is one of the main characters of this book, and she is also a witch. Yeah, I like witches. And yeah, she is a sapphic character, and like this amazing woman. Oh, I love her. And I don't know why, but in The Expanse, I kind of like Amos Burton, who is the muscle engineer guy who is not saying much, but I don't know, he's in his heart, he's extremely protective, extremely broken in some ways, and I don't know why. I just want to hold him, my crush. I don't know. Yeah, newest favorite characters. Oh, let's go with Rune Denan from Crescent City. He's a cinnamon roll. I don't have a crush on him, but he is so cute. I don't know, he has daddy issues. I want to protect him. And from the Expanse series, Christian Avasarala, UN leading politician, Indian grandma. Do I need to say more? I love her. Books that made you cry. So yeah, that made me cry, so that's one of the points why I love it. But also, Docile made me cry. It made me ship a ship that was not entirely healthy, and things got intense, and yeah, my heart. And Sweet Bean Paste. That one was in my Japanese readathon. It's somewhere in there. I forgot to get it out. That book, it just gave me a lot of feels. Book that made you happy. You Should See Me in a Crown. So good, so good. Black, amazing, geeky teen wants to become prom queen. That's it. That book, the best. 5 out of 5 stars. One of the best contemporaries I have read in a while. Favorite book to film adaptation. I have to go with 2 books I have actually not read, but I love the movies. And that's Little Women and Crazy Rich Asians. Great, both amazing. Most beautiful cover you have bought this year. Can I go with this one? This is so beautiful. It's Sarah J. Maas, Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. This is so pretty. Oh my God, I love it. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? So, first one, The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter, because the second book comes out and I want to be there when this is beloved by the community and I need to read it. Also, I need to read Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I have put this off for so many months and I will get to it, I promise. And for my bookish goals of 2020, I am still reading the Expanse series and I am determined to finish this year to catch up with the community, and yeah, these are great. I love them. And I want to reread the Lord of the Rings trilogy because it was my childhood favorite and I just want to reread it. And the last question is favorite video you have done this year. So I have 2. The first one would be the anticipated queer sci-fi releases of this year. This was so much fun looking up these books and most of them I have actually bought, and yeah. And the second video I loved recently was short book recommendations. That was completely spontaneous and it turned out great and I loved it. So that's it. That's the mid-year book freakout tag and it was great. I love the books I have read so far in this year. I am currently on book 86 and I have kind of privately raised my goal this year to 150 books instead of 100. We will see. And yeah, I am looking forward to so many books and so much reading in the second part of this year. And I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe and bye.